Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing really well. Things here are pretty good. Give you a quick sneak peek. The brewery is an absolute in shambles. It's a total mess. I've got no excuse. Brewing update, I haven't brewed beer since June, if you can believe it or not. Going way back, thinking before the summer, which I had a hell of a nice summer holiday. I think we've already talked about that back in September. But yeah, so I brewed up a lot of beer for a summer party, for a work party, but I actually ended up not going and ended up not bringing any of the beer. So I've had all that beer still in the keezer, just been sipping on it on the weekends, and yeah, still got a lot left. So haven't really had any reason to brew. So sorry about that, lack of brewing footage, but it is what it is. Since then, in October, me and the family, we went off to London, had a great week vacation there, got a chance to meet up with legendary Uncle Jona, Adam Walker, and Mathew Callaby. Big shout out to you guys. Thanks a lot for meeting me. We met up, we went downtown at a bar at the Brewdog pub, and these guys came over after work. I think it was on a Thursday or a Friday night. Thursday night. It was a Thursday night, and just had a good time chatting with each other, spending time together for a few hours. It was really, really cool. Got a chance to sneak away with Uncle Jona later on that night. Went to a couple of other pubs to have some proper dishwater beer, and that was really cool. Right around that same time, I had a chance to go down and brew at the HOPRODGARAGE Brewing. This guy has just You guys know him on the BrewTube Club as Thomas. He's built a brewing system that makes mine looks ancient. All automated pump system, touch panel, the whole 9 yards. I'll go ahead and put a link down to his website, so you can go ahead and check out his channel. It's got some really great material. We did a New England IPA, but it was a New England red IPA that we brewed up that day when I was down there. And here it is. I got a little bottle of it. I actually got 2 bottles, had one last night. But let's go ahead and crack this open, share the experience. This bottle's from the keg, so got no worries about that. Look at that nice color on there. It's got some red notes to it. In the light, I can see it. It's really sort of a dim red. You can sort of see the accents there at the bottom of the glass. Really kind of cool. But let's go ahead and dive in. The aroma on it sort of died down. It's more floral, with just a back note of citrus on it. Cheers. Thanks a lot, Thomas. Really appreciate you sharing these with me. Really cool meeting up with you on Friday. Cheers. This is actually really nice. It's about 8 weeks old, give or take. So it's really, I think, just over its prime. But I definitely get really nice. It's like a blend of, there's a little bit of tropical, citrus, and floral. They sort of blend really nicely. The malts are just starting to come in a little bit more. Really well balanced. The head on this, the lacing is fantastic. Well done, nice crafted beer. Cheers again. Gonna enjoy that. So, as you can see on the back wall, I finally got the panel finished, the build on it. Let's go ahead and take a quick look. Alright, so here it is, guys, from the top down. It's got the Sestos D1S's for the PIDs. And then we got the B2E timer over there. It's very nice. I got it hooked up so it counts down. So if I got a 60-minute brew day, the way to start it is just to turn it on, and then it starts to count down. And then a really nice feature, if anything happens or I need to pause it for any reason, I just turn it off and it stays right there. If I turn it back on, it continues to count down, and that's the way it goes. If I want to reset it, got the reset button right there on the front of it, so no need to have a separate button for that if the panel already has it. But you can see the temps on these need to be calibrated a little bit. These guys are pretty much in sync. That one's a little bit behind, but those are very easy to adjust. The alarms are all hooked up. For the pumps, I don't have anything plugged in right now, but they're all good to go. I don't have any water in any of the kettles right now, so I'm not going to test that. I will do a calibration on them in the very near future though, and but those are working. I've tested them. I've got the Pro-Con connectors down below. You can see it's a really nice small footprint if you compare that to what I had going on over here. So yeah, if we crack this guy open, take a look. See, the wiring is still a little bit shady, but I still have yet to finish just sort of wiring things off and making everything sort of a little bit cleaner, sort of like it is back there. But yeah, see, I got these converters, 220 to 12 volts, and then some regulators over here so I can adjust the power that goes out to the amp and the voltmeter. What's really nice about the amp and the voltmeter is they have calibrators on them so that I can actually calibrate them to make sure that they're in tune. You know, sometimes you buy these pieces of equipment and the voltage and the amps are slightly off, but now I can calibrate them based on what's actually being fed into the main power and then what's going across the shunt, and I can measure those out and adjust them accordingly. So I gotta go ahead and get that worked out. But yeah, it's taken some time here. We got a new puppy, like I talked about in previous episodes. He's not currently at the house right now, so I can't show him to you, but yeah, he's been taking up a lot of my time, and that's basically what's been the big delay on this guy. But one additional thing I got in here that I don't have in my original one is this guy, and that's the relay that makes sure that if any of the elements are on or anything, or the pumps are on, then it won't turn on. So if I turn this off, for example, and I turn on one of the water pumps, if I go to turn this on, nothing happens because one of the valves are on. So now if I turn that off, now power is restored to the whole system. If I turn this off, I try and make power going over to the boil kettle, for example, I try and turn it on, it won't turn on. So that works the way I expect. And yeah, I don't have an extra light here for the alarm because it does light up. So it's the same as this one. I mean, this is sort of redundant. I don't need it because it lights up and it makes a sound. And so I just went with one on this build. But yeah, that's it. The next brew will be the Goose Island IPA clone that I organized with Mike Dean, and we'll try this out in probably about a week, probably next weekend. So there you go. That's the panel. Pretty much what I want to do is I want to have a brew day on it. Of course, I want to brew on it. I got to make sure that everything works the way it's supposed to, and get everything calibrated before I put it up for sale. And then that guy's going to be for sale, and then I'll just keep the old one. That's the way it goes. So yeah, so hopefully by the end of the year, this thing will be gone, and I'll have my microscope in hand as planned. So that's all that's going on in my neck of the woods. I hope you guys are having a hell of a week, and have a better weekend. Cheers.